Alright guys, today I'm going to figure out how to respray shit so I can put this corny ass grill on the Civic. I'm going to respray it to the Cypress Green Pearl and we'll colour match it as best as possible, and we're going to see how we go. Every time I've previously resprayed something, like it's pretty much got mad orange peel, the clear coat, so I'm going to hope that today, because it's a warmer day and the temperatures aren't as temperamental, I can get away with doing a good paint job. So yeah, let's see if I don't screw this shit up. And if I do a good job, you know, I mean, I guess I can do some private jobs for you guys, if you trust me with this shit. Alright, so the essentials that I'm using is I've got a Scotch Brite pad here. I got scuff paste to use with the Scotch Brite pad. Got plastics cleaner to clean in between coats. And I got your primer. And then I got my colour match paint. And I got my clear coat. So the plastics cleaner, I actually had to go to a proper paint store, as well as a scuff paint prep gel. But these three here I just picked up from my local super cheap auto. Alright, so I test fit the grill and it's okay, like it's pretty dog shit. But like the fitment's pretty sloppy. Like if you look at this, it just wobbles, doesn't even sit properly, and the tabs don't slide under. But you know what? Actually, you know, for 75 bucks, no, I'm actually pissed, eh? I'm stitched up. I thought I was getting it from pretty good quality, but you know what? I probably would have been better off just getting a Wish one, because Dad said this is sloppy as shit. Like obviously it's not going to be as good as OEM, and obviously it probably looks better on camera to you guys, but like it's a bit sloppy, man. I don't know. I'm still gonna go through and respray it, whatever. Like you can see like the gaps on the edges and shit. Well, actually the camera really does a good job of hiding it, but I don't know. I'm a perfectionist, guys. This small stuff pisses me off, but otherwise, yeah, stay away from Mr. Bodykits, I guess. When it comes to their grills, their wings, they fit okay. Their lips fit pretty good too, but yeah, their grills, not their strong suit, but that's pretty much it. Anyways, I got a test fitted on the bumper. I'm gonna start getting down to scuffing, and then we'll see how we go. Alright, I'm gonna start by putting some masking tape on the areas I don't want to be scuffed or painted. Okay, I've got the grill taped up, I got my bucket of water, I got my Scotch Brite scuff pad, and then I got my scuffing paste. So pretty much we're just gonna scuff the shit out of this thing until the clear gloss has disappeared, or so I think. Hopefully it goes well, I guess. Alright. Alright, let's hope I don't screw this shit up too bad. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell, but I've tried my best to remove all glossiness. It looks like a pretty matte finish from where I'm standing, but I don't know how it's coming through on the camera. Yeah, the masking tape came out a bit dirty, so I might have to reapply that, which is annoying. But whatever, man. You gotta take time to do a good job, I guess. So I'm gonna wait for this thing to dry, and then I'm gonna remask it, hit it with anti-static cleaner, and I'm gonna start coating on the primer. Alright. I had to remove the tape because the tape was getting all soggy and shit, and pretty much I'm going to assume that when I started applying the primer, any coats that would landed on the tape would have eventually started peeling off and falling onto the original paint and ruining up the paint job. Ruining the paint job. So yeah, I took off the tape, and unfortunately I'm going to have to go back and lay it over again, but if I want to do a good job, that's what my plan is. So it's pretty shoddy. I don't think I did a very good job of the scuffing, but who cares? At this point I just want to, you know, be able to actually paint something and do an okay job, you know? And worst case scenario, I am planning to get the Civic completely resprayed in the future. I'm just colour matching some shit right now, so we'll see how we go. So right now I'm hitting it with the anti-static cleaner. and this should remove all debris and stop any more debris from landing on the grill. So, and then after this I'm going to reapply some of the tape, because it's like something weird in the chemical of the cutting paste. It's causing it caused the build up of it pretty much made the sticky tape separate from the adhesive. So I have to go off the adhesive, I can't speak, guys, I'm sorry. Also, sorry for any background noise, we're getting a car towed off our property. Funnily enough, it's not one of my cars, and it's not a car I crashed into a tree either. It is actually a reasonably new car too, which is hilarious to me, that you've got shit boxes like my Pulsar that's completely smashed in, and then you got my shitbox Civic, and then you got my other shitbox Jap car, and we're getting a 2016 car towed off our property to get repaired. But yeah, so I'm gonna go through with the anti-static cleaner and see how we go. Alright guys, we're back, ready to do our plastic primer coats. We're gonna do 2 coats and 15 minutes in between, and we're gonna have long sweeping strokes. And remember to always start off the... Alright, here we go, please don't screw this shit up. So, a bit choppy, but you get the picture. I'll probably go closer on the back there, but yeah. Alright, 15 minutes, and I don't trust this shit outside, so I'm gonna move this back into the garage. Alright, be back in 15. Alright, here we go with the second coat, guys. I mean, theoretically I should be spraying the can vertically, not at an angle like that, but look, man, I don't have time for that shit, man. I don't have time. Alright guys, so it's been 24 hours, the primer has cured, and it's time for me to start wet sanding it. So it's recommended that you use 600 grit, but I've only got 400 grit, and I can't be bothered going all the way to a auto store just to grab, well, not auto store, but like a Bunnings or some shit, to get the right grit sandpaper. I've heard that 400 is fine, but I guess if you really want to do a good job, you go 600, 800. But I'm missing 600, so I can't even go to 800. Or I don't know this shit. All right, so I'm just gonna go with I don't know. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. So I've got this this Meguiar's polishing pad. You don't really need anything in particular, but I just want something that can go into the grooves a little bit better. I don't know if it would be better to just use this. Maybe I should use Scotch Brite, yeah. So yeah, pretty much we're gonna wet sand this primer, not too hard, just a little bit, just to soften it and have a universal level of, I guess roughness. I don't know, my vocabulary when it comes to this shit is terrible. But so essentially we're just gonna make it smooth, that way when we put the base coat on, it won't look funky and we'll have even edges and shit. So, I mean, I'm sure on camera it comes out good, but there's a couple of spots I may have missed with the primer. But we'll see how we go. And I don't even know like what the best way to start, but I'm just gonna go ahead, wet the sandpaper and the Scotch Brite, and we'll see how we go. Man, I hope I don't screw this shit up, eh? Alright, I've finished sanding the primer. I don't know, you can see the black edges where I've gone a little bit too hard. I'm gonna assume that's fine, but yeah, as of right now I can't really tell if it's all smoothed out on the same level, but pretty much now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna clean it with the water. So we're just gonna wipe it with our fingers and just clean off all the excess rubbish, and we'll see how we go with that. And then after that we'll go over it with a microfiber towel or a tack cloth, and then that should clean up any particles and properly paint it. want to be careful when I dry it not to pick up any particles that could potentially scratch the primer. I mean, worst case scenario, it's not going to be the worst thing that could happen, but just want to be mindful with it a bit. Alright, here's my pathetic setup. So now we're going to move on to the base coat and hopefully shit doesn't go south. It's doing good so far, but I guess we'll see what happens. So I don't know if I've already said this, but if you are using spray cans like me, just make sure you shake them up before usage. And be sure to wipe them every now and then too, because the last thing you want is for it to splatter onto your job, I guess. So pretty much going to start at 4-inch distance or something like that, and try to keep it close and don't let it get too hot and dry that quickly. So yeah, and 10 minutes in between, and we're going to do 3 coats. I'm actually really nervous for this, guys, because I've come so far. But I guess we'll see how we go. If it comes out shit, who cares? Honestly. Alright, we're back with the 3rd and final coat of our colour spec paint. I don't know how well you guys can hear me. The rain's probably pumping big time. So with this coat, it's going to do the same. We're going to be a bit more friendly. Make sure to wipe the nozzle, otherwise you end up splattering on that body. Alright, there we go, guys. That is all 3 coats of paint. I don't know if you guys can tell, but see how it's a bit patchy? That's my bad. I should have went over it more. But it's okay, it's not terrible. It's nothing amazing. I guess that's what happens when you use a spray can. You can't really expect top-notch results, but I'm assuming that maybe when I put on the clear coat, it will be less noticeable. But yeah, we'll move on to the clear coat now. Alright, we're back. The rain subsided. I've showed you my okay job. I saw the patchy areas where I missed, but now we're going to the clear coat. I don't know if there's like a specific way of doing this, but as usual, just make sure the nozzle, if you get a clean spray, make sure the nozzle isn't dripping too much, otherwise you're going to splatter. I'd say pretty much just do the same old shit. So usually you do 2 coats, but I guess it's just based on how heavy you go. So yeah. Bro, of course something put stupid cobwebs on this thing. Are you kidding me? How dumb am I? Anyways. Siri, set a time for 10 minutes. Alright, we're back with the final coat, guys. I'm gonna be honest, it's looking pretty crap. Hopefully this last layer of clear coat can bring some life into it. It looks terrible, like it does not even look good. You can see there's like mad orange peel. I don't know if it's because the clear coat I was using was maybe shit quality, or I've even heard that clear coat at some point it becomes doesn't expire, but it becomes pretty shit quality or whatever. I don't know, I can't explain it. It doesn't look that good like at all. Who knows, maybe there'll be a miracle in the curing process, but I'm pretty sure clear coat is supposed to look clear even before it cures. So yeah, well, not much we can do now, guys. It was a worthy test, but I'll have to do my research and find out what went wrong. Okay guys, I've let it cure for 2 days, so I'm going to take off the masking tape and we're going to test fit it. We're going to slap it on and see how it goes. So you can see that the polish came out really orange peel, but like I said, I'm no pro, guys. and I reckon I use really shit quality clear coat, so we'll see how we go. I hope that taking this tape off doesn't do anything to the surface level paint either. Like, I don't know, I'm just paranoid. That was a bit painstaking, guys. But there you go. Not terrible. It's okay. I'm just going to test fitting the bumper, and look at this, guys. Look at how warped that is. Like, it's supposed to sit flush with, man. Like, look how it sits. It sits sticking out. It's warped. The holes don't even line up. So yeah, guys, stay away from Mr. Bodykits when it comes to the grills. With the grills, you really need good fitment, otherwise it's just gonna look terrible. But we'll continue on and see how we go. You can see how clear it is down here, and then my shitty orange peel paint job. So yeah, I still got a lot to learn when it comes to painting, but we'll get through it. Alright guys, there you have it. There's the grill installed. It's not as bad, like the fitment kind of fits in, but you can see how gappy it is on the sides. I mean, I'm sure on camera it doesn't look that bad, but in person with the OEM grill you can definitely tell. And this bottom part here, like, I don't know, it's a bit sketchy. It sticks out a bit too much, but overall, I mean, I wouldn't say 70 bucks, that's worth it. Not even including the paint, but just for the piece, I don't think that's worth it. But because I mean, you could go on Wish and probably get one that's the exact same for a lot cheaper and fits just as shoddily. But whatever, yeah. So not too bad, guys. I don't know how I feel about it. I want to be honest. I don't know. At first, I was like really big on the empty grill, but now that I've got it off, I don't know. It kind of feels plain without the badge. And of course in the future I want to put the badge on the hood, but not in its current state when it's all scuffed up and shit. And it's an absolute shit box. Like, look at that. I still need to do the bloody mirror. And hopefully when I do the mirror I'll get some good quality clear coat. I won't have so much orange peel. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. There you go.